This is an external HD webcam and a whole lot more. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out this. This is so cool. This is the Nuroum conference webcam, and it basically is an HD webcam and an array of 4 microphones and a wraparound speaker. So plug this thing in, and whatever kind of webcam setup you have on your computer, you've suddenly got a huge upgrade. But I don't want to just talk about it. Let me demo it, and then I'll switch back to being on this camera so we can look at and talk about the features. But let's just jump over.
So we're live on the unit, and you're getting the video and the audio directly from that, and I'm just recording it in QuickTime on my Macintosh, and you can see it's a really bright, vivid picture, and you're getting a slightly different angle than you usually do because you can see my computer instead of it being the camera on the top of the computer screen that I'm using for example, a Microsoft Meet or a Google Hangout or something like that. Now, what I want to show you is I also want to spin it around. The reason I came outside is so you can see the crystal clarity of the camera. And I'm going to spin it around so you can see my street. And there's nothing to complain about. And notice that my audio still sounds just fine. All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and switch back to me being on the other camera inside so I can show you all the different features of this unit.
Isn't that cool? Like I said, I'm a real big fan. Now, let me tell you some specs about this unit. First off, you'll notice on the top that there is a ring, and the ring gives you status, which is very helpful. If I mute, for example, it turns red. But on the top, there are also 4 buttons. There's a mute button, there's a turn off the camera button, and there are volume up and down, and then the 4 little holes that you can see in this inset, those 4 little holes are the 4 microphones. So this means that it's going to pick up audio regardless of where you are around it, which is great. And because there's multiple speakers, it's going to sound really good too. Now, obviously, there's the one webcam, and it doesn't magically turn to face you or anything. Some of those units are coming, but they're going to be super expensive. So, let me tell you about the microphones. It's a 4-element mic array with AI noise cancellation. You can be up to 13 feet away from this unit, and it's still going to pick up your voice. And it's 360-degree coverage. That's what the 4 little speaker or 4 little microphones do. And it is built-in AI echo cancellation. So you don't get that annoying echo, which is great. Speaker, same thing, 360-degree coverage, and the webcam itself that you can see here, that's an HD 1080p webcam. That is a lot better than the webcam on your computer. It's also a wide angle 100 degrees, so it takes a little getting used to, as you saw in that footage, is that it's a sort of a bigger panorama, which is great if you're in a conference room or you want to get the kids to be on camera or something. Takes a little getting used to. Now, it does come with a cable, and notice light went off. So there's USB-C on the bottom, and then it has this cable that I would estimate is a 6-foot cable, and it has USB 3 on the other end. Now, I wish they either shipped with 2 cables or had some adapter with it, because I had to supply my own USB 3 to USB-C adapter so I could use it with my Mac. But here's the good news. This is entirely plug and play. No drivers needed to download or anything. It works with Windows, with Mac, with Chrome. They say it works with some Android devices. I haven't tried that out, but that's really another really pretty darn exciting idea that you could have this and maybe a tablet or a phone that you tilt up against it. Well, probably you'd want the camera facing you, but tilt up against it, and it's a whole new way to do Zoom or Skype or any of those web and video conferencing systems. And of course, this is great for video conferencing. So I have tried this on a number of Zoom calls, and people are highly impressed. Not only that, but in programs like Zoom, you can switch cameras. So you could have this hooked up and have it further away showing your entire environment, and then use your webcam when you want to look like everyone else, and then you switch to the other camera and get a bigger panorama of what you're doing. You can imagine for teachers how incredibly valuable this could be. This could be set up right next to a whiteboard, and then you stand up, you switch cameras, you go to the whiteboard, and you literally do exactly what you would do on class. Then you come back to your computer and sit down and switch the cameras back, and you're just good to go, and it's just a fantastic feature. So, not much else to talk about. I am a huge fan. This is really cool. It's really nice to be able to have multiple cameras on your computer. And honestly, I teach online, and I will tell you that my students often have problems with their cameras or have their cameras break down. This is a super great solution that's going to work with them both educationally and professionally. And of course, it's going to be great fun with your friends. You could even play a board game and just have this sitting at the end of the table, and it'll give them a nice big panorama. And if the person at the other end of that video conference happens to be playing it on their TV, you've got a pretty solid experience going right there. So this leads to the last and perhaps most important question. How much does this thing cost? Well, I'll tell you the price, but before we get there, can I ask if you could subscribe to my channel, please? It's just a click or a tap on that little red subscribe button, and we're connected. Great. This is the Nuroum conference webcam, and it is $159 at Amazon.com, but right now I noticed they're running a $20 coupon, which drops it down to $139. And the company's sending me a discount code that I'll put in the description for this video that should give you an even greater discount. So definitely check out my description and use that discount code to get one of these for the least possible price. And honestly, get one of these. These are really cool. This is a really nice upgrade to something that we're all doing a lot right now, which is web conferencing. And that's not going to go away. People are going to say, you know what, let's stick with Zoom. This is a really great way to talk to grandma, really great way to talk to the boss or to interview someone without them getting on an airplane. So upgrading your video world, smart idea. Definitely worth checking out. And with that, I'll catch you in my next video.